Dear Joe, this is Sam. I had a blast brewing Bloody Beer, your Bloody Mary-inspired beer with you. I didn't want our time together to end, like, ever. You can make a great beer with just 4 ingredients: barley, hops, water, and yeast. But to make an extreme beer, those 4 ingredients put together the same old way isn't enough. This is Project Extreme Brewing. Hey Joe, good morning.
Good morning, Sam. How are you?
Pretty great. You ready to do this? Do some brewing?
I am.
So here's a couple options. 2 if by land, 1 if by sea. It'd take us 2 hours if we drive to the pub, but if we go by boat, it's only 1 hour.
Well, I suggest the
Quickest route? Let's do this Michigan style. Let's take you via water skis. You'll ski, I'll drive the boat.
Well, I don't have any of my gear.
Well, what do you call that?
I could probably throw my skis on and head to Rehoboth.
Let's do it!
Yeah!
Let's go!
Arigato! Hey! Arigato! Arigato gozaimasu! Arigato! Hey! Arigato! Arigato gozaimasu! Hey! 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 Arigato! Hey! Arigato! Arigato gozaimasu! Hey! 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 Hey!
That's fine, buddy. Why don't you do the honors and make our second Bloody Mary of the day,
Okay.
post water skiing in. That was amazing what you did out there, Joe. Uncommon valor.
Well, it was my first time and pretty much awesome that way.
Yeah, you really were. Well, do you want to do the mixing in here first, or do you do that first?
This is how I make Bloody Mary.
Oh shit! I'll just step away and watch this. What the? And then it's this.
You throw just a...
That is a
And
good
that's how we do it.
Bloody Mary.
No, I'm just kidding.
When I go back home, hope you miss me, 'cause I wanna be your new best friend.
So how did you have a specific way that you used to drink Bloody Marys that influenced the Bloody Beer recipe?
One of the key ingredients was a splash of like just domestic lager. So in thinking about that whole beer going into Bloody Mary, I was like, well, why can't we make Bloody Mary go into beer?
Yeah.
So 98% of the product is beer, and then 10% is the small percentage is Bloody Mary.
Yeah, not that small. We're brewing over there right now. We have over 100 pounds of Roma tomatoes that we had to incorporate in this little 4-barrel batch.
Hey guys, over here. I'm a can of tomatoes. You guys don't need me. You don't need that easiness. You guys got those fresh Roma tomatoes right there. I don't even know what kind of tomatoes are in my can. They come all over the place. You got those fresh Romas. You gotta use them. Use the fresh stuff. Use the fresh stuff.
Talking tomato can is right, Sam. We can do this.
Let's do it, Chuck.
Ready?
Yeah. The first time I met you was at an Extreme Beer Fest in Boston, and you were kind of being maybe almost escorted out.
We were asked
by
to
security.
not start fires, but it was s'more stout. What truly makes the s'more is the smell of burning wood.
Mm-hmm.
My wife Leah was the person who was like, the true way to like finish this beer is to put a little marshmallow on a wooden stick. You start a match, a wooden match,
Yeah.
and then you burn the marshmallow and you set it on the glass and you let it burn and fall into the glass. And so that's what we were doing at Extreme Beer Fest.
Yeah.
When Jason and Todd came over and they're like, hey, give us 2 of those s'more stouts and then stop doing fires. We didn't just pull yellow number 5 off the shelf and like tastes like horseradish extract.
Artificial Bloody Mary flavoring.
We're like, it's a lot of work.
And that process, I think, makes us all better brewers, because when you're brewing beers that have never existed before, whether it's with techniques or ingredients, and your curiosity and the science background makes you do the research, you leave that experience better educated to even make a more awesome, straightforward IPA after that, because you've got just a wider learning experience. This experience of just having you here, I mean, I knew you a little bit, but I feel like we've become fast friends here, Joe. I don't know if I'm being presumptuous.
Maybe a little bit, but I would have to agree with you. This has been a fun thing, a more intimate experience with you.
A love of beer and a love of friendship.
A love of each other.
Let's go!
A day filled with bike riding, ice cream, and beers got our appetites worked up. Worked up for s'mores? Unfortunately, our s'mores session was cut short by a near case of accidental arson. But that traumatic event reminded us of another one that was drawing near. We had to part ways tomorrow.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
It's the smoke. I'm not crying, but I don't want this to end, Joe.
It doesn't have to, man. We can do this every year.
You're saying like an annual type of situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this every year.
Let's get the thinking juice on.
So, I had a blast brewing my old pal, Smokin' Joe Short from Short's Brewery in Michigan, and the beer that we brewed was a pretty faithful representation of his famous bloody beer. Basically, it's super tomato-centric. You can see it gets a little bit of a red hue from the tomatoes, but really, really well spiced as well. Oh, that tastes good, not just for breakfast anymore. And this was a beer that not only was the beer experience great, but I can't believe we just fit so much fun into a single weekend with Joe, from biking to water skiing to enjoying some beautiful ice creams together, even s'mores. Man, that was a good time, and it shows in how beautiful this beer turned out. So if you like the idea of brewing your own breakfast-themed beer, whether it's a coffee-inspired stout or a Bloody Mary beer, you're going to want to pick up the book Project Extreme Brewing that I wrote with the Alstrom brothers of BeerAdvocate fame. And you can find Project Extreme Brewing, the book, anywhere you shop for awesome books. Or, of course, you can also buy it directly from dogfish.com. Get brewing.